More than friends, less than lovers, pals. Oh yeah.
Happy birthday
To you.
Who doesn't the snowman sing that? Frosty?
Wish
When
I could
every
tell
time
you.
he comes to life, he goes, "Happy birthday!" I don't know why.
Is he saying it to himself?
He's just kind of saying it.
Okay.
I think it's maybe kind of like a reset
Yeah.
thing for him.
Well, I think it's also a safe bet to say as a being becoming sentient of like your first thing you're going to say is like, odds are one of you maybe had a birthday at some point recently.
I think I remembered. I think it's because it's his birthday. He's being
yes.
created.
Okay,
So,
then.
okay.
Good.
So now that we figured out Frosty the Snowman, we should probably address some things here. Yes, this is our birthday episode.
Congratulations.
Woo! I know this theme has been requested a lot.
Yeah, we actually, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
We're not lying about that.
People have asked, but it is unfortunately not the episode we said it was going to be.
Remember how we had said at one point last week that this week was going to be our 1 year anniversary? Do you remember
we
that?
said that and we celebrated that, and we said that also it was going to be Millicent's birthday the week that it would come out, which is true. That part is true. It is close to Millicent's birthday right now.
It's true. Like a week and a half away.
So
which
happy
is
birthday,
pretty
brother.
thrilling.
Let me
Thank
be the
you.
first to wish you happy birthday.
Wow.
No one said it?
No.
Has your mom said it? She was just here.
No. Well, because like I
Gotcha.
think for me, if she were to hug me goodbye and be like, happy birthday, I'd be like, not my birthday.
Whoa, you wouldn't count it. It's got to be within the within the days.
I don't. Well, that's
get
a good
that.
point. I honestly have never been somebody that, like, if somebody doesn't reach out to me on my birthday, I probably don't even realize it.
Yeah.
It's more like a, oh my
It's okay.
gosh, a pleasant treat. Pop it into my mouth.
So
This is
sweet that
great.
somebody even thought.
Yeah. Birthdays are awesome, huh?
But so we're celebrating Millicent's birthday.
Yeah, so
very
it's-
exciting.
However, looking at the calendar and looking at the stats,
So we had put in when we need to record our 1 year and then when our 1 year is going to come out because it's about a week apart. But I had read the one that is coming up this week as when we need to record it. Actually, the one that's coming out next week as being when it should come out. So I thought we needed to record it this week.
it's a whole thing, guys.
I hadn't scrolled far enough down in my calendar on my iCal.
And it happens.
So it's not our 1 year, not our 1 year birthday.
That'll be next week. So just go ahead and push that mentally.
But we felt like you were prepared for birthdays.
However, when looking at the calendar, it did only confirm that it is in fact still birthday season.
Birthday season.
Oh my goodness. You know how like a lot of times, well, maybe you don't, I'm not sure. You'll just have these times a year where it's like all of a sudden everybody's birthday's happening and it's like sometimes it'll all be it's just kind of it's
Right.
Taurus season, I guess.
Let us go
That's what
ahead
I'm trying to say.
It's Taurus season.
It's Taurus season.
Yeah. I was going to say, go to heytherepals.com and let us know what months do you have the most friends in? Because I do think it's very interesting. Like, we have a lot of friends that were born
Friends'
in May.
birthdays in, not just friends each month.
Yeah.
That would be sad.
We have a lot of birthdays this month.
True.
So and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if that's different for other friend groups, if there's just a lot of people born in May.
Yeah. We've been going like birthday heavy.
Birthday heavy.
And this whole
Oh, yeah.
right.
So because it's birthday themed, we said, what do we wear? What do we wear? What do we wear?
What do we wear? What do we wear?
What do you wear on your birthday? Well, the classic birthday suit. It's a birthday suit.
We're wearing a birthday suit.
So us, we're in a birthday suit.
And as far as we know, this won't get us in trouble on YouTube.
As far as we know, this is okay.
Hey, you're not seeing nothing.
You're not seeing nothing.
To our audio listeners that are rushing to YouTube right now,
scrambling, pulling out their
scrambling.
iPads
Oh
on the
my
subway,
goodness, you're
flipping
like,
open
I
with a
gotta
little
see the
keyboard.
pals,
YouTube
Nikki.
pals.
No.
Latest app.
Wrong. All you're getting
Order
is a
from date.
square. More like a rectangle, probably.
Yeah, it's censored, but we are in our birthday suits, and that's
Mm-hmm.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to you. 'Cause
But it's not our birthday episode yet.
Yeah.
Don't get that confused. That's next week.
safe to say we've all got a birthday.
Famously,
Yeah, it's kind of like the thing we all have.
we all have it.
And so we've had the opportunity recently to just like party a little.
To be and in various degrees.
Yeah.
We've had 2 birthdays that we just did, and we have several coming up, including yours.
And Birthdays are just the best because it is just, oh, you mean there's a calendar day that is highlighted and just set aside to celebrate this person coming into the world
That's
who
fun.
has impacted me?
Is there an RSVP or maybe a party flag on something?
Can I get a clipboard in my hands, please? I have a feeling I need to be signing up for something.
I'd like to attend. I've got a charcuterie board. Are we doing this picnic style or what?
I got a basket if she needs to put that charcuterie board into it if it ends up being picnic style. Know that we're versatile.
But if it's a picnic style with a bit of a hike, we're prepared.
We got some good blankets in the trunk. Good blankets.
You say the word.
Yeah.
So it's been a joy to get to do our 2 birthdays that we've done so far. Was first our friend Katie had a Kirsten Dunst themed birthday party, which meant everybody dressed up like Kirsten Dunst or her husband,
any of her characters,
Jesse Plemons.
And you would be shocked by, it's not that I did not, have reverence for Kirsten Dunst. It was more that I just didn't,
I haven't seen a lot of her movies, but I know their icon status.
Yeah, like Googling it and then hitting see more multiple times. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
you mean a
IMDb
legend?
is full.
Yeah. So everybody had to show up as that or Jesse Plemons. And
it's such a good I will say, even if you're somebody who doesn't love costumes, they're such a great icebreaker because it gives people something to talk about.
It
right
also,
away.
If your party's like out too, if you're like meeting up somewhere, it's so useful to be like, that person is definitely here for this party.
Yeah. And it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there was Jenny's party, which was where I was thinking of that because we realized that the bartender was her friend.
Which rocked.
Because our other friend, Jenny Sparkles, turned 27 as well. And
it's gonna be a good year, folks.
It's gonna be a good year. And she had she goes to this karaoke bar regularly. Not the Pals Night.
Not the ones that
she does come to the Pals Night karaoke.
She does. Let it be known.
Yeah. If you want to see Jenny Sparkles.
But she also is rocking it at this other one.
Yeah. She had her birthday party and it was a karaoke night. And the theme that she gave, like the dress code, was Jenny Sparkles. That is so cool.
If you guys are being like, what? She made you dress up like her? You'd want an excuse to dress up like her too. It's so fun.
It's so iconic that like everybody walking in, it was like, I can tell you're doing Jenny. And it was like in a different way too. Okay.
It also felt like such a fun way for somebody to like use your birthday powers and be like, I want all of my friends to wear this, this, and this.
Yeah.
To see them shine in a different look.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Just absolutely a treat for everything. Oh.
It's the trash.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, there's a really loud sound.
Yeah. So we got to go to Jenny's and that was just another like great excuse. For context, Jenny is like actually a rock star. I don't want to like.
She's so cool, and to get to see her do karaoke on her birthday was a present for us. Speaking of presents, one of the best parts about friends having birthdays is getting to get them gifts or making them gifts. Both
very valid.
Great. But for both of these parties, we got to go on a little excursion to get gifts.
Yeah.
Katie's, we went walking.
The hunt and the doing and the like preparing is so much a part of it. Sorry, there's a gnat that just
there's a lot of gnats.
Came straight for me.
They're hanging.
Yeah. Guys, the good thing about being naked for this episode is that this is the first day that like we've hit 80.
Not naked and afraid.
No,
naked and brave.
Naked and brave and content.
I'm naked and I'm brave.
Sorry.
So okay, sue me.
I'm standing on the beaches of this island you've stranded me on, and I'm
choosing
brave.
A little freedom. So we got to get gifts.
Yes.
For Katie's. We had a bit of an evening.
Yeah, it was lovely. We strolled down our strip, like there's like a street near us that's just like has all these lovely vintage
little
stores
that you can peruse.
Lots of strolling and lots of trinkets.
Chit chat with your friends going, oh, I like that.
And as we were going, we stopped to our go-to and we were like, we're not seeing anything that's like calling to us.
We had some good contenders.
There was that duck.
There was a duck that would sit on your ledge, and that's a
He was like wooden,
option.
so his like legs swung really
Great
swung
option
really well.
for Katie. But we wanted to dream bigger. We wanted to say she would love that, sure.
But that
obviously
feels
wouldn't.
so straightforward, so obviously.
Because it was like everybody would want that. What's specific to Katie?
Mm-hmm.
So we kept walking.
We kept strolling. Went into a couple more stores. At this
fun.
point, it's getting to 6 o'clock, and in this
Stores
area,
stores are closing. People gotta go home. They got dinner.
they're going to bed, baby.
Mama's making lasagna. We walk into a store. And it's one of our favorite stores.
It's one of our favorite stores, and it's the final store really before
So
everything's going to be
last
closed.
But I would say I had faith.
I had faith. It's like a
great
gift store. We
love
this
small
place.
business. So we go in, we're perusing. A lot of this is feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling pretty confident as soon as we're looking around. It's like, I could get something from this. And then Millicent finds it.
I look down on this table because everything is like, they buy from a lot of small businesses. So the idea is that it's like a kind of collective.
Yeah.
And
and
so,
local artists,
yeah.
too.
And it's also like lower inventory. Like they don't have a lot of everything. So we look down and there's a table laid out. And it has like a couple decks of like tarot cards and like some other ones.
Some like playing cards.
Yeah.
Too. Just,
And
like,
I was like,
cards of all sorts.
And then I see this little like Victorian looking little like boy and like family or something on a card.
Hard to describe, if I'm being honest, because there was something a little weird about them.
And it just said like folk destiny cards or something. We were like,
no, I know. I know this sounds like a Jumanji situation. I get that.
I get
and
it.
if it was,
Katie is the one that Katie is the one that would get the most joy out of it.
But to get Jumanji'd with Katie.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness.
We'd have some
She
problems
would
to
take-
solve.
yeah,
but we'd
but
be
she-
solving them.
I have full faith.
With
She'd
fun
take full control.
Oh, yeah.
I would just kind of be like, I'm naked and I'm following her.
I'm helping. They're like, wait. When did your clothes come off this time? While playing the card game.
We're like, not naked and free?
Wait.
Jumanji. Okay.
Okay. So we get these cards. We have to bring them to the lady because we're not quite sure what they are. They don't quite look like they fall into any category that we're familiar with.
Right. So then we say, excuse me. What are these? To which she says she puts on her reading glasses.
A lovely woman at the
She's
front
wearing
counter.
a like beaded like chain that holds her reading glasses. She
Probably
puts them up
bought
to
it
her
here.
face. Oh, absolutely. And she goes, I don't know. And we say, oh, okay. Oh, well, to be fair, it is sealed. Like it's sealed in plastic, so like we can't open it up, and the back is not giving much answers.
It's not showing you like little pictures of the cards.
Yeah,
the apples to apples.
The back alluded to them being playing cards of sorts,
That's
and we
what
were like,
are they just
playing
regular
cards?
playing cards? Because we don't really want that.
Yeah. Then
If
she
it was
pulls.
I was hoping it was its own. Can I tell you my dream for it?
Please.
I was hoping it was its own kind of like game. Like I was hoping it was like some sort of fun like card game, but it was a little mystical kind of thing, where it was like you kind of pull them and they're fun.
Yeah.
And it was that in a sort. It did well. She didn't quite know. She read it and was like, I think it's this. It was enough to make us buy it.
She turned around, she grabbed that Lenovo laptop,
yeah.
she brought it up to the front, she
She
clicked
went
away for a second, and then
looking
she
for
just like
answers.
highlighted the description on a like Walmart listing or something. Not Walmart listing, it was like some
It
other
was,
like
their inventory.
Yeah.
And we went, okay, this sounds interesting enough. We buy it. We take it to Katie's.
Katie unwraps it, Katie loves it.
Katie
which is such a
unwraps it.
joy.
Can I say I appreciate this? Fast. She did it right when we got there, pretty quickly, and it was like, "Thank you. I wanted to see you open it."
Because I get that some people are like, you don't gotta open it, but I like,
I
I
wanna see you open
kind of want to see you open it.
Well, and also,
at this was the kind of party where, because everybody's in Kirsten Dunst's characters, everybody's kind of just in this vibe. A lot of wonderful people.
well, and also, we wanted to play with them.
Yeah, we did. We were so curious.
That was our main motive.
That
of
was
being
oh,
like,
yeah.
do you think? When do you think?
Yeah, I
Katie's
kind
gonna
of forgot
open
about
our
the
present.
selfish component.
We,
of it, yeah.
we put it down in a place that we're like, do you think Katie's gonna see that? Do you think she'll open it soon? Because we kind of want to see what these cards are.
I backed up and erased my selfish intentions.
No, I wouldn't say
They weren't selfish. I was like,
Selfish
everybody else
was
is
such
gonna love
a-
these too.
They're
And
need
they
to be
did.
more nuanced. I'm just like, I'm excited for everybody else to be excited, and I want to see what it is
They did though, because later on, Katie had a pageant of sorts.
because of Drop Dead Gorgeous, another Kirsten Dunst movie. She was like, let's do a real pageant here for all the costumes.
So a bunch of people had like gotten up and were doing bits and performing,
It was
and this
and people committed.
yeah, it was amazing, and the crowd was into it. So one of them was doing a magic trick and pulled out our cards.
We were gagged. They hadn't even done the trick yet. They just pulled out the cards, and it
And
was
we were
our
like,
cards,
do they
and we
know it's
went,
not normal
"Oh!"
playing cards?
We assumed. I felt confident that they
we
would
were
figure it out.
the way we both went.
Yeah, Millicent and I weren't standing next to each other. We just leaned over our friend.
Yeah.
Because we were to get your gift not only enjoyed but like used immediately
In a way,
performance.
regifted.
And then for Jenny's, we got to kind of have a little bit of a different experience because you crafted.
Yeah, I made her Jenny in this last year bought this old truck, and it's awesome, and it's so perfect for her. And she's like not moving into it. I just mean settling into it.
Yeah.
To having this truck. And so I
awesome.
found this like license plate that was glitter, this like license plate frame, and I doodled on it to say like sparkles, and then bedazzled it a little.
She went
Yeah, I had a
crazy
blast.
on that thing. I came in, I was like, whoa, you've done so much in such a short span of time. She is a master.
Thank you.
She's a master.
And then Maddie found a wonderful gift.
I found a little star finder, and Jenny, again, her truck, and she also just like goes camping a lot. And I was like, this is such a cute thing to have in your truck if you're camping and you don't want to pull like your phone out to do the stargazing app, like doing it old school
And
style. It's a
believe
little
me-
Turner of a star map.
Jenny's the kind of person that's up in the mountains looking up, seeing the world.
I love giving gifts to a person who's a gift person.
Yes. And Jenny is a
You-
gift
and-
person.
and
It's a
you're
Taurus
one.
thing. It's a Taurus thing, so giving people gifts during Taurus season is
Because
always
you
blast.
know she's going to use it, and that feels good.
Feels amazing.
as a pal to be like, wow, I knew them that well that they're using the thing I got them.
Excuse me. What if I want to throw a birthday party?
Well, you'll have to come back to find out.
House.
But when you're with me,
I'll give you a taste. Is that
us? Yeah, it
Maroon
is.
5?
No, it's Katy Perry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
can't
Doesn't
get
that
into that
kind
right
of sound
now.
like Adam Levine, though?
Whoa. Benny Blanco, were you on that?
Benny.
No, we can't start talking about the rumors.
No, we don't want to.
because we don't want to even like validate.
I
them,
also
'cause
want to say, if you go to heytherepals.com,
it's
you're
the
gonna,
website.
you're gonna see some good stuff on our YouTube at Won't You Be My Pal as well, because we are the hot dogs. Millicent made little hats that match our little hats. So if you weren't aware, we are wearing little hats that say pals, and they have like little birthday cones with little stars on top.
Yeah, I had a blast.
I freaked out when I saw them for the first time, so I feel like we got to sell kits for these.
Yeah. Oh.
Just because, like, I feel like that'd be fun to do with other pals,
Yeah,
you know?
that
And, like,
rocks.
pre-cut paper so you don't got to do it or print it yourself. Would you be into that?
Would you guys like that?
You guys want some little pals hats that you could make on your own as a little craft?
Could be fun.
Decorate them? Could be fun. Think about it.
Anyways, that's not what we're here to
Birthdays.
talk about.
Because it's our birthday episode.
This is our birthday episode, so we're going to talk about birthdays. And what usually follows around, what usually orbits around a birthday?
A party. A party. I see.
Yeah, and we got back
In my mind, birthday is so interlocked with party that I was, like you said, birthday, I was thinking party.
I just realized we completely forgot to tell people to please not be weird about all of this.
Hey. Yeah, this
Hey,
is
we
good
haven't
ti-
actually addressed full on.
And just
the
know-
situation
Well,
of
we
the
are
bir-
addressing it
Yeah.
full on. Let's
No,
be
we're
clear.
addressing the situation
Full
full on.
on.
Make no mistake.
Trust, we're full on.
Mm-hmm. And
But-
again, if this gets banned anywhere, I'm going to be so upset.
I'm gonna be mad because it's fine. It's fine.
You're seeing less than you probably would.
If
So-
we were like, you know what I mean? We
They
could be showing more,
Yeah,
and we're not.
yeah.
But don't be weird about it.
Yeah, we haven't said that. Don't be weird.
We've made
Guys-
it this far, trusting you, and now we're just giving a little reminder. Don't be weird.
And if you're thinking like you guys are doing this for attention, like we can be weird.
It's not
okay,
that kind
we're
of
not doing
attention.
it for
We're
attention. We're
no.
doing it because it's the birthday suit, and this is our
It's
birthday
funny.
episode.
It's fun.
Oh, so we just can't follow themes anymore?
just don't be weird about it. You're gonna make us upset.
Sorry. I put an entire square. Sorry, I didn't. Maddie's putting an entire square over us. Like
Hopefully it's working.
your perversion.
crossed.
Your
Or fully naked.
your
No censored.
sick, twisted
You
mind.
just Millicent sitting cross-legged.
Listen, okay.
You sick freaks.
If you think for 1 second that we're doing this because we want
Want
attention
attention?
in that way, excuse
Get
me.
it out.
All
We
right.
will reel it in.
Hey, but in all seriousness, though, we're not actually naked right now.
Shush.
I just feel like,
Don't tell him our secrets.
are you gonna mute? She's gonna silence me.
Ah.
Oh, that's so scary.
That's really scary.
How to plan a birthday party?
I'll say you can do it to me too,
Okay,
if you want to.
I'm okay.
But just at some point, just know.
Yeah. You can have my voice.
Yeah. If anytime we want, maybe more for impressions. We use it for fun.
Mhm,
Think of
mhm.
how much fun the Little Mermaid and Ursula could have had if they switched voices for fun.
Come on.
Just do impressions of each other. Birthdays. Parties.
It can feel overwhelming to throw a party, especially if you're like, it feels weird to throw myself a party. That makes sense. But however,
You're a big grown up now. Okay.
you're big old grown up, and
Mommy's
also
not there anymore.
nobody bats in. It's weird if it's stranger to throw a mid-year random party, right? That rocks do that all the time.
But only freaks do
in
that,
terms
right?
of your birthday, nobody's ever gonna be like, they're doing a birthday party.
I also think why we love birthday parties is, one, we love a chance to delight in one of our friends, But 2, it's a good chance for you. Well, we love it as a chance to gather our friends. That's the big one for
It's
us.
a great excuse. It's a
Get
great way
together.
to be like,
Come here.
once a year, you're all going to kind of just mingle, huh?
You gotta hang out.
Sorry.
That's what I want. That's my birthday wish.
But that's also awesome going to birthday parties and being like, I love seeing this person's like little universe.
Circle.
Their galaxy.
Whoa. And there's some overlaps, which
Mhm.
is always exciting when you get an overlapping galaxy. But we also love, for our own reason, to gather our friends. But then also, it's a good chance to, like, it's not always easy to take compliments. And I think letting yourself have a birthday and be like, this is a day to, like, celebrate me.
Yeah.
I think that's good for people.
Yeah. And a birthday party doesn't have to be a party as
No.
one might think of it instantly.
How if I wanted to throw a birthday party,
Yeah.
how would I start?
I would say to ask yourself this, because this is you celebrating yourself, right? Not in a like, again,
Don't
bad way.
let go
Look
of
at
the
it
self-conceited.
Look at it as
idea
like
of that.
a version of New Year's, but it's specific to you.
And
You
like
can-
a celebration of
Yeah.
life. Think of it like that, a celebration of life.
and what it is at the end of the day is an excuse to just do something you want to do.
So what do you love? Do you maybe
What
like
do you
like playing ice hockey? Whoa.
Whoa,
That
getting your
big
friends on the
swing.
rink. If you have ever if you've ever like done an ice rink birthday party, I'll broaden it a little bit.
Yeah.
If you've ever done an ice rink birthday party, go to heytherpals.com.
Let us know how they go. I'm
How'd
gonna
that
be honest, I don't love an ice skating. Not
I know.
to deter you, because you should do
Yeah.
what you want. And I would come
Yeah.
if my friend wanted
would
me
do
to
it.
ice skate, but it's not my thing. And I'm not gonna pick that.
It's not my thing either. We're
For
not
my
winter
birthday.
sports people.
I just think the risk of hurting myself
Yeah.
is far too high for how little enjoyment I get out of it.
At
And I'm
its
cold.
core, every single one of those activities is slipping.
Yeah.
I don't gotta go
Even
pay
it-
no money to get slipping. I'm doing it every day.
The best version of skating is slipping, of ice skating.
Yeah.
You're skipping forward,
Hey, go
slipping
ahead and
forward.
put some socks on. Get on some hardwood floors, baby.
Even roller skating is better. Healing. But pick what's right for you.
Pick something that you love that now you can get the people you love to do with you. And it can be a
Ugh.
small group. It can be a bigger group.
Are you feeling like you want your birthday to rejuvenate you? Like, do you want to be around people that you love? Or are you feeling like it wants to be like chiller and like stay home and be more chill?
Do you want to go out? Do you want to dance? Do you want to like chill out? What truly just ask yourself that. What in this time of my life, what in this year that I'm becoming,
What do I want to kind of declare?
what would make me feel good on that day?
Feel the most myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that you and I have
Mhm.
gotten to spend a lot of time
Yes.
throwing birthday parties for
We love
ourselves
it. Yeah.
because we love to force our friends together.
Also,
We say, did you two meet? You're going to love each other.
we are our
And they
our mother's daughters.
We are our mother's daughters because we are, I feel like, if I may say,
Hit me with it.
you and I are kind of friendship matchmakers. I feel.
Wow. Okay.
Not romantic matchmaker, but like a friend. Like we need Hello Dolly, but for a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of being like, I think you two would vibe. I think we can sense vibes well.
We can kind of be like, they're on the same wavelength, I think.
Yeah, or being like, I think your wavelengths might react
Really,
in an
yeah,
interesting
it'd make a
way.
really
Your
cool DNA
galaxies might
helix
create an
sorts.
interesting color when they collide.
Pretty
Bit of a
amazing
Venn diagram.
stuff.
Shout out Kamala. Oh. Doing what we love
Right.
is hard for us sometimes because we love so many things.
We love so many things. But I think it's also just honing in on maybe an experience that, because it's your birthday too, it's like there is going to be no other excuse to be like, have your friends gather and be like, we're all going to do this thing that I love doing together. Or that
the
I've
thing-
always wanted to do.
Yes, I think that's a great one. It's like, think of, is there something you've always been like, even if it's just like, I want to go to Chili's with all of my friends on a Friday night. Great.
Yeah.
Have a blast.
Do
Do
it.
it.
All the way, baby.
Use your birthday as the time because people then, like, they're more likely to say yes.
Yeah. And again, you go to that Chili's, everybody in that Chili's is going to know it's your birthday by the end of the night.
And
you're
it's
getting
okay.
free drinks, you're getting free
a cake.
apps.
And
It's fun.
if you don't like the attention,
Corner booth
I
at the
get it.
Chili's.
but at least get the free cake for your
You
friends.
gotta get the free cake.
It's not about you when they're singing happy birthday and putting a hot fudge brownie in front of you. It's about your
Can I
friends.
say,
And we're your friends and we want some of your hot fudge
it is,
brownie.
isn't it kind of awful when the restaurant, like, it is a smaller little it's like one scoop of ice cream with a candle, and you're sitting at the table and you're like, we don't all get to partake in a treat right now.
Yeah, especially when you got a big party and being like, so you're all going to watch me eat this?
And then they feel obligated to share, and you're like, it's sad to share that.
You know who does it right? Well, Tony's
Yeah,
and
and
Buca
Buca
de
de
Beppo.
Beppo.
Buca de Beppo gives you that whole.
They give you a goblet,
It's
baby.
a giant martini glass filled with a hot fudge sundae.
And it's 70% whipped cream, and that's what we like.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah.
So do something that you like.
Yes.
And if it's going to Buca, great.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
For us, it's manifested in different ways. For me, 2 of the parties that I have done were
Talk us through the process.
Right.
How you evaluate it, if
You're
you will.
so right. Wow.
Sorry if I may. I did not to interrupt,
no,
but
no,
like,
no. Never
just to kind of,
apologize.
to interview you through this portion.
No, and I'm thrilled to be here, and I appreciate that.
How would you walk me through your birthday planning, party planning process? Would you start with feeling?
Well, I think that it was more so just like, I know I want to do something. I am not somebody that is like, if we were to go out, I knew that it would have to end at the house. Like it would, the central part of it would be the house. Because that's where I am that's where I like love having my friends over. And like, I love home. I'm a little homebody. And we also, in this house, have just the most amazing backyard that it is truly something that like,
it feels selfish to not
invite
people over to use it. Like, we got to share it.
It is just a daily reminder. It is a daily reminder of like gratitude for me, that yard is. And so I think like having my friends in there to celebrate another year around this, like it just feels like the perfect thing.
And your birthday's in May, as you clearly can tell. And so it's the perfect. I always remember, so my brother's birthday, how adorable, is the day before Millicent's. And it just is the best time of year to have a birthday because spring is coming about. It's starting to get warm. People are feeling in a good mood.
Yeah, and if you're
flowers
younger,
are blooming.
If you're younger too, you're usually still in school.
Yeah.
So because
that's getting near the end of the year.
Yeah, because it was always
TV time.
I remember my mom would always be like, I feel so bad for the kids with birthdays in July because like people are on vacations, they're at camps. Like
it is tough.
They'll be fine.
You had a summer birthday, which you can do a lot with a summer birthday.
So much. So many water parks are open. So anyways, for our backyard thing, I was like, we have a lot of space. What am I going to do?
That's another way to determine, for your birthday, what you want to do. What month is your birthday in? That there's a lot of pre-made activities happening for your month. Continue. Your birthday.
So for mine, I wanted to have everybody in the backyard. I knew that. What could we do? Okay, well, we have a bonfire. We did a bonfire. I already had that.
Yep.
And one of my favorite like stories is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. And I like love the movie. I've always really liked it.
Great movie.
Yeah. I remember reading it, and I had found my brother's copy when I was really little, and I read the first, like the behind of the book when it's talking about him getting a knife pulled. And like, I remember being like, I'm too young for this. But then in 7th grade when I read it, I really loved it. So I found out that a lot of my friends had not seen The Outsiders. And if you haven't seen the movie, every person that is famous now, like this was one of their first roles.
Yeah. So you're going to watch this movie and go, oh my God, they're in this?
Yeah.
They're in this? Everybody's in it, but when they were like 19.
Yeah.
It's great. It's so fun.
So I did an Outsiders theme.
Sad.
And it was a loose theme. I knew that we just wanted to watch the movie in the backyard because we have a screen. So I knew it was going to be a movie. And then I was like, well, the theme kind of comes easily from there. Like, it's going to be a whole party in my backyard. Just chill, pizzas. And then I also did require that I set up a craft table and everybody'd have to do a craft.
When you required, did you say the dress code?
Well, the dress code and there was a required dress code, which was Outsiders. However,
it's an easy one.
Easy. And everybody looked so hot.
It's a gift to give your friends a theme where it's like, you're going to look cool.
Yeah, you're going to look good. Because everybody I remember I bought like a huge tub of hair gel and just going around with people's hair, helping them out.
But it's also a gift to force your friends to dress up silly, which is what your birthday party last year was.
Yes, this next one was a little bit higher energy in terms of it wasn't centered around a movie because I can't handle the bugs. So, yeah.
We pivoted. Had a great time last year. We learned.
This one was a fairy garden party. And the requirement was you had to dress like something that would be found in a garden.
Broad.
Gives
you a lot.
I said it's
options.
way more broad than you think it is.
There's
it can be whatever. We had
do your own interpretation.
Yeah, we had a gardener and a hoe show up.
Great. We had a lot of like leaf people.
Yeah, lots of gnomes. Gnomes was the big one, and that was such a joy for me to see how each person was going to show up and interpret the theme. And I also had gotten these like little butterfly wings on Amazon that were a blast, and I found this like really fun dress that day at Goodwill.
It was perfect.
It was such a relaxing day too, because like all of the setup was fun setup for me. Like, it was kind of a project of just like decorating the backyard.
And again, for our friends, and to get to enjoy our backyard as a space that like looks beautiful, and that we've like like when we decorate our backyard, I'm always like in awe of it. It is just stunning, and you're just like,
and we're really not trying to brag. It just is something that I can't help but
so
be
grateful
overwhelmed
for,
by.
and like getting to, and everyone's you got some space, like utilize it to how you do. We our insides, our living room is very decorated as well. We welcome people into that space,
as you can imagine. But yeah, that party was very garden party, and the crafts were all garden themed. So we had some fun rock painting going on. One of our friends who was dressed in like a really tall gnome hat was working at the table for a really long time. And it was just funny because like the light had gone out. So we just had this flashlight set up, and he's
really
just
beautiful.
This such a tall hat too.
To
He
see
really
the
committed.
dedication was,
Yeah.
I was a gnome, which was a real
Delight.
just absolute joy for me to get to. It kind of felt like it was my birthday, if
Right.
I'm being honest. I was having a blast.
But your
Going
birthday comes at Christmas. Speaking of looking around at the season, your birthday comes at Christmas. Maddie's done.
My birthday, I've always loved. It's because it's halfway to Christmas, like in December, and I love that it's like things are already decorated. Like use the joy. There's just so many events happening, and so one of the things I knew I wanted to do, evaluating myself, was I was like, I feel like we've all been inside, kind of cooped up, because when winter rolls around, people just stay in more. And I was like, I want to hang out with my friends, and I want to dance. I don't want anyone to be stressed about like having to socialize for hours, like because going to a party where it's like you gotta talk, we love, but it is a lot after 3-4 hours of talking to strangers. I wanted strangers to meet, but in a more natural way. I just wanted them to move. So we kind of did that. I wanted to wear sparkles as we danced, because I think that's fun for everybody.
And there was the song.
And Cher, who I love, and I love all of her Bob Mackie outfits. That was very much like the inspiration for my birthday party, style-wise. And she has this Christmas song that's new, and it sounds like a parody of a Cher song.
I love
it's her
it.
Christmas song, which is not. I'm like,
DJ, play a Christmas song. I wanna hear you dancing all night long.
and the
It's
theme,
cold out here,
but it's warm in here, and that's the only thing I want this year. Her plead to get her friends on the dance floor,
Please. And it really did end up being
felt that.
appropriate.
And it was so, and I made a little playlist that I sent out to everybody to be like, listen to this while you're getting ready. It'll get you in the mood.
It did end up really being appropriate for what the night became too, of begging the DJs to play ABBA and them not. But the party, let me be clear, party was incredible
Listen,
and perfect.
we're going to learn how to DJ so we can change some things, because we just want to hear
And
some
that's a
songs
threat.
that we want. Yeah, that's a threat. You should be scared of
You
us
should be
learning how to DJ.
terrified.
It's not going to be good, but
We're going to be
having
doing
a
Pitch
blast.
Perfect so much faster than you could possibly imagine. It's going to be awful.
We're going to be remixing Pitch Perfect songs left and right with each other.
You are going to be on your knees begging for not another cover. Please.
Please stop. No more Glee. No more Glee.
We're doing covers of covers.
So that was, I love to go out for my birthday. That was how I did it for that one. It was a blast.
And she gave everybody an excuse to like get dolled up, and the theme, and like the theme being Cher was just so easy to be like, there's a million things to pull from, just glitter.
And we went to this like club that has a disco dance floor, and so it's already people are dancing, and it's just, you got to consider the things that are going to achieve your goal. And my goal was to get people to dance, so you got to pick the right location. But I also wanted people to not just like meet on the dance floor and not be able to like exchange names. So we met for like 30-45 minutes at the bar upstairs.
Yeah, that was
people
chiller.
got to kind of just give brief introductions, and then we hit the dance floor.
And it rocked.
It was a blast. And the year before that, I did a throwback for my 26th birthday. I did my, I don't think it was my 6th birthday party, but it was like up there. When I was a child, because I love everything, and I couldn't pick a theme, so I did a Barbie pirate princess party. I did them all. I picked them all as one theme, and I think I've talked about this. But so I just decided to redo it as my 26th, because then it gave a lot of people a lot of different things they could dress
So
as.
broad, so fun.
We went to a tiki bar, and we got to be outside, and
rocked.
it's, guys, I hate to tell you, it's warm enough to be outside in December here
Don't wanna
in Los
brag.
Angeles.
We don't keep meaning to brag about our backyard, and
We love it.
LA.
It's a little chilly, but when you got space heaters outside,
And when you've been dancing,
and you're socializing and dancing, so
yeah, you're fine.
you know, to each their own.
To each their own, and that's the whole point of your birthday. And also sometimes it's all about too, like, communicating with the people you love how you best feel loved,
Yeah.
and being like, hey, I know you want to, like, if you are really not feeling like going out and you're like, they want to take me out dancing, just say, I would actually really love ... I'd really love to go to the movies with you.
Yeah.
I'd really love to do this little art class.
Don't feel like you got to throw a big party. You could just go out
Yeah.
with a few close friends to get dinner. If that, even that.
The whole point, though, is like seeing the birthday for what it is, which is like an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity to celebrate, and
To
you're worthy of
celebrate.
celebrating.
You are worthy of celebrating and celebrating like the life you've created, and that includes your friends. And I think getting to participate in a birthday party that somebody has curated to themselves, I'm like, I already love you as a person, so of course I'm gonna love this like party that is just themed around all my favorite aspects of you. Like your brainchild. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun there.
I'm probably gonna have a good time.
Yeah, because I already like you. I'm gonna.
Oh, and I'm surrounded by the people that you love.
Oh,
So therefore, they're cool and nice.
because
And
I
like,
trust your
friendly
judgment and I understand that they're
Or-
probably awesome people.
or they're really strange, and I get to go home and be like, I met so many people
Ow.
today that were kooky. It's a win-win.
Not every pal's got to be forever, but it's permanent.
Important to remember.
Guys, when we get back, we've got a special little treat.
Special little treat. We're taking the square off.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 Welcome back.
Did you miss us? Don't say it if you didn't.
But you can
Don't.
comment below if you did. Be
If
like,
you
"Where'd
did, comment
go?
below. If you
Where'd
didn't,
go?"
just like hold that in. Keep it together.
We are gonna land this plane. Trust. So we have a challenge for you. We believe, and this could be a bit of a longer challenge if you don't
Yeah.
have any friends' birthdays
This is a
coming
bit
up.
of a, it's a long game one, but everybody's got friends with birthdays.
Everybody's got friends with birthdays, and so if your pal's birthday is coming up,
Mm-hmm.
try and make them a gift. Even if it's a letter, look up on any social media. Easy craft gifts.
I promise there's minimum 6 that you could do very, like, in one
Ease.
evening.
Watching a show, just crank through it.
Yeah.
And your pal's gonna love it.
And if they don't, if they're weird about getting a handmade gift, maybe rethink things a little.
For real.
Anyways,
But
start thinking about it, though. Just start pondering on it. And on that, we're going to actually tack a little extra credit on.
because this is actually a tip, if you will, more rather than a challenge. We both have a running list on our notes app on our phone, and this list saves me no less than 8 times a year.
Yeah.
Because
Every single
this
time I'm grateful.
is a gift list. Anytime you are just hanging out with your friends and they see something that they go, "Oh man, I would love that," just offhandedly, you take your little phone out. You open that notes app. You can make a graph if you'd like. I have mine as a
Some
graph.
people have notepads that they hold in their pocket. Maybe you've got that.
a handy dandy notebook.
That would
Just
rock.
go
If you
ahead.
have that, if you like
Let us know.
actually walk around with a little handy dandy notepad, please let us know. I want to
That's
know.
fun. I feel like a lot of comedians walk around with like field notes.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more so spiral on top, rectangular shape.
And not using it for jokes. Like, what else are you using it
Yeah.
for? You know? Interesting. But, you know, write down your friend's name, your pal's name, write down whatever they had, and then when their birthday rolls around in 6 months, I promise you're not going to remember it unless you write it down.
You won't.
And then you have the relief of when their birthday is coming up.
And
you
you
don't
can
got to
start-
stress. What do I
yeah.
get for them? What do I get? You know.
And
Right from their mouth.
don't think so hard about it. Like, you can having multiple
Yeah.
is what makes it super easy when it gets around to it.
Toss it on there.
Yeah. And
I have
also,
I have stuff for you that I've written down like our first year living in LA that I never have done. Wow. But to keep it, maybe I'll do it this year.
it's in her back pocket at all times. Her back pocket's always stuffed with gifts.
Full.
Yeah, she's kind of like
Packing.
Santa, but instead of a sack, she's got one butt cheek
One
pocket real full.
low rise. Not
Yeah.
on purpose. That's just how full my pocket is.
Fabric ain't so thick, so you can see the shape of each of the gifts.
Yeah, you know what it is before I even pull it out of my pocket.
Out of her sack.
But
That's a
right. Start doing it. Just
Start doing it.
Promise it's gonna help you.
running list.
Keep it going.
You will appreciate having it, and
I
also
promise.
it will train your brain to notice things about your friends inadvertently too.
Uh,
Oh, it kind of sounds like it's a win-win-win-win-win.
And when I tell you, friends are so gagged when you remember the one thing they offhandedly said. They're like, all of your friends think you're insane. You'd be like, remember, you said that you wanted that
we are
cheese. You pointed out that cheese. It's
constantly
like, that looks
walking away from
interesting.
conversations and pulling out our
Be like,
phones.
She
Psychotic.
stared at that piece of bread a little longer. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
birthday. Write the note. It's gonna save you the time. And that's your challenge.
Isn't that nice and easy? It might sound like a lot, but it's
Helpful.
actually not.
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. And if you have a birthday party that you've thrown, this is not part of the challenge. This is extra credit.
Fun.
Let us know. Like, if you had fun themes at one point, if you...
Well, and speaking of, if you go to heytherepals.com, our birthday episode, so this was our birthday episode. Next week is also our birthday episode, but it's different because this was our birthday themed episode.
Mm-hmm. That next week is the birthday of Pals.
So you see, we kind of set you up there.
Yeah, like we said, big season of birthdays. Pals is a Taurus.
Pals is a Taurus, you guys.
Huge announcement.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah,
but
I
makes
know
sense
the conclave just happened, but the Pals just announced
that they are a Taurus. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
We didn't realize that today, and we were like,
Look
how
at that.
sweet.
Look at that. But you know what?
With that, when you go to heytherepals.com, we want to celebrate what the Pals has been. And remember, you are the Pals. When we say Pals, we mean you and us. So let us know about your pal. That's all we want. And I know we request that a lot, but we really mean it. We'd love that as a gift for our 1 year.
For our 1 year birthday, can we tell you what we want?
Can we tell you what we want? Sorry.
Yeah, we can't do that voice in this outfit. I actually almost wore pigtails, and we were like,
whoa,
"Oh, we actually can't do pigtails.
Good, we
Can't do pigtails with this bit.
This is not breeze.
This is not a pigtail friendly bit,
and it's good to know your boundaries.
We do know them, believe it or not. It might seem
they're
like
farther than your boundaries because everyone's boundaries are different.
Our line's somewhere a little bit further away.
Sorry, it just takes a little more to get my stimuli. Write in. Let us know about your pal because that will delight us to hear pals celebrating pals in the name of pals.
For pals, by pals.
Wow. And so I think that we should celebrate the first of our birthdays, which is actually your birthday. So I think we should this is Millicent's birthday cream pie. We found it at grocery outlet
bargain market, but that's a mouthful. We freaked out.
It's literally called birthday themed cream pie, and we said, well, it's our birthday episode.
We saw sprinkles and cookie crumbles, and we said, yeah, that sounds right about our alley.
Do we remember if we're allowed to sing happy birthday? Or is that like copyrighted?
I don't remember.
How about we make one up?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. That we do have a limited amount of time, though.
It is for your birthday, though. So keep that in mind.
Whoa. Okay.
This is for Millicent's birthday, you guys. I wanted to celebrate because it's very early for Millicent's birthday here, but not for you guys. So shout out in the comments. I better be seeing you hollering in those comment sections. Happy birthday, Millicent. Happy birthday, pal. Maybe right why you love her. Type it. Okay, now we're gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to Millicent.
Am I singing?
I think you can if you want. If you want to participate, yeah, however you want, whatever's gonna feel good. Happy birthday. Do we have to change it up?
No, I just went crazy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. They're like you're singing the same thing. Happy birthday, Millicent. Millicent. Happy birthday, Millicent.
Millicent. That's when we combine.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can get to blow both of them out.
I'm gonna make a wish.
Wow. Whoa.
That's done, folks. I have been there when people have taken a minute to make a wish. And let me be clear, I am the last person in the world to ever shame somebody for the amount of time they need to make a wish. But in my mind, by the time you get to the candles, I get through just a little bit. And doesn't be stressful.
No.
But just,
my hope is that when your birthday's coming up, if your birthday's coming up, do this now. Start thinking about your wish. This is fun.
Yeah, it's a good thing to journal about.
You know it's coming.
But we'll see you next week for our pal's birthday. It's kind of, think of it as a collective birthday next week. Isn't that exciting?
Think of that like that.
I'm
Bye,
just
pals.
imagining it. Bye, pals.
Pals. Oh, yeah.
The girls didn't know it yet, but this video
would ruin their lives. No. It would,
in the best way.
It would ruin their lives, but what they didn't know when it was ruining their lives was that it was actually
it's more of
changing.
Like ruining their current lives.
Yes.
And to rebirth their new lives.